morning. It's been a long old time since I have graced the internet with a weekly vlog, especially one that starts with this kind of thing going on. I apologise. I feel as rough as I look today, to be honest. I'm feeling a bit queasy, just not 100%. I don't know, I've been quite busy this morning, so I probably need something to eat now. I've just put the oven on to make a sausage barm for my lunch, which I know when someone says they feel queasy, the first thing that you don't think to eat that they're going to eat is the sausage barm. It was between that or a slice of toast, but I just really fancy a sausage barm, so, or half of one. I only have half. So it's Friday the 20th of April today, and I thought I'd pick up the camera and take you along with us because we have quite an exciting weekend planned. I've been up since 6 this morning. Tom left just after 6, about 6:30. He's got clients and stuff, but he's going to be home just after 1 because we're heading to Manchester today. So I bought him tickets for Michael McIntyre for Christmas. I bought them in like October last year. We are staying over in Manchester tonight. We're staying at it used to be called the Palace Hotel. We've stayed there before. It's something different now, but it looks really, really beautiful. And we've got Michael McIntyre. I've got a couple, I need to take something back to Debenhams, so I've got something to pick up. So a couple of things to do there as well. And then tomorrow we're getting the train down to London because a lot of you probably already know that Tom is running the London Marathon on Sunday. So he is running the London Marathon on behalf of, or to represent, or to raise money for cystic fibrosis. I think it's Cystic Fibrosis Trust UK. And because one of his friends suffers with cystic fibrosis, and it's all to raise awareness and money for that. I have a dog trying to creep in here when they shouldn't be. It'll be Tinks. Oh no, it's Evie. Should you be in here? Oh, it's both of them. Should you be in here? I don't even know if the camera's on them. Oh look. Oh no. Oh, Tinks. There we go. I just can never get a minute's peace. I came in here to start the vlog without dogs licking me and wagging tails. Hey? Jasper won't come through and be able to fit through the gap that she's just made in the door. We're trying to keep them out of these 2 rooms now that we've had the kitchen done and the tiles done and stuff. Just because muddy paws on grey tiles isn't great, but that's not the main reason because I'm forever clearing up after them anyway. And obviously we've got a baby on the way and I know it's going to get much worse. It's more so that when I'm cooking in the kitchen, it winds me up so much when Jasper in particular will sit right by my feet hoping that I'll drop food, and I trip over him constantly. So that's the main reason. If we're ever sat in here in an evening and stuff, but normally it's if I'm cooking. I just don't like them being in there. Anyway, this is the longest intro ever to a vlog. So he started training for this just before December. He's never run before. The furthest he's run is 23 miles because the guy that he's got training him, who's just one of his friends who he happens to train at the gym, and then they got talking and he'd actually run the marathon, so now he trains Tom to run, if that makes sense. It's just, you know, he's been amazing. Like Tom just wouldn't have been able to do this without him and his wife. So we're actually going with them this weekend. I don't know them that well, so this vlog, it might be a little bit hush hush when on Sunday I'm staying with them while Tom's running, and they're not used to, I'm guessing, people holding a camera and talking to it. So, but we'll figure it out, So I don't know why I repeated that. I sounded like Bruce Forsyth. Hi. Anyway, so Sunday's the marathon. We're going down tomorrow. We're going like round like the exhibition because he's got to pick his number up. We've got a restaurant booked. We're staying at the Hoxton at Holborn, and then Sunday is the marathon. So very excited, but nervous as well. I had a dream last night that I ran the marathon on a beach and it took me 8 hours, so I've definitely got it on my mind. Then we're staying over Sunday night because he won't really be in any fit state, I can't imagine, to travel back. And then Monday we're going for breakfast and then we're heading home. So a busy few days. I thought I'd bring you along with us. I have to now eat, and then I'm gonna go and I need to like beautify this. I want to veet my arms because they're like, hair growth during pregnancy is not fun. Like, it's crazy how much my hair is growing at the moment everywhere. So I need to veet my arms. They're just like super hairy. They're so dark as well, so I need to get rid of that. Then I need to hop in the shower and just like, you know, wash my hair, get ready for the day and film a video. In case any of you are interested, this is the Veet that I use. It's just the sensitive hair removal cream. It's really easy. It did say that I might be a little bit more sensitive to it now that I'm pregnant, but it seemed to just work as normal and I've not had a reaction or anything. So far so good. My arms are now hairless. And then I've just had a shower, I've just got out and I'm drying off currently. And this is the kind of like gradual tan that I use, I guess. I really like it. I find it doesn't have too much of a strong scent, especially one that doesn't linger too long, and I use the dark one because I feel like I need that much help. It's the deep tan, deep sun-kissed look. So this kind of, at the moment, I have quite a lot of dry skin around my tummy, so I'm not just using stretch mark cream at the moment. I've got some, but I'm kind of alternating between this when I want a little bit of colour, and then the is it the Palmer's Formula stretch mark cream, just to kind of, not really to prevent stretch marks, because I've had them since I was 12 anyway. They're not like, I'm not bothered about them, but more so for the dryness that I've got at the moment around the tummy. And then I've just pulled out these two nail varnishes, which it's so weird painting my nails because I never paint my nails anymore, but I'm going to put this one on my toes, and this is the top coat, and this is Barry M Coconut. It'll go with everything. I'm not with the tan, I think it'll look all right. On my pasty feet at the moment, it's not going to look that great, but I'm going to work on that with some gradual tan. We're in the car on the way to the train station. It is about 2:25 and our train's at 1:45, so we should have left ourselves plenty of time so that we make it. It's still a glorious day. The sun has come out, and it takes about just over an hour to get to Manchester on the train. I'm a little bit stressed. I managed to get my video done, but I just feel like I've been up since 7. Done so much, got so much done, thought I gave myself so much time to do everything I needed to do or wanted to do, and obviously hadn't, because I was still flapping at the end of it. But anyway, we're on our way. Tommy's here, he's driving, and I'll see you when we get to the hotel, I guess. We have finally arrived in Manchester. So our train, there's been a lot of delays at the moment. They're doing quite a lot of work on the trains in Blackpool, and like I think between Blackpool and Preston, there've been buses on for the past few months. And it doesn't really affect us because now that Tom used to work in Manchester, but now that he doesn't, because he got on the train, we don't really get the train that often. But today we'd heard that there were quite a lot of cancellations, because apparently they are training the train drivers, but because they are training train drivers, there aren't enough normal train drivers to drive the trains. So they're making lots of cancellations, which is brilliant on Friday, like at rush hour time. Anyway, we got on the 2:45 train. It wasn't that bad, but then as we got closer to Manchester, where they've cancelled trains, and obviously people finish earlier on a Friday, it was so busy. We were literally sardines on this train, and it was so hot. But we've arrived and we got to our hotel, the train station. We got off at Manchester Oxford Road. The hotel we're in, it used to be called the Palace, it's now the Principal. We've stayed here before. It's a gorgeous hotel. I don't know what this building used to be before it was a hotel, but it's gorgeous. I'll just do a quick room tour. I'll just move our stuff off this chair so you can get, you know, a real sense of the room. But this is our second room, and then we got to our hotel, checked into this room. They said to us, do you want to pay an extra £30 for a deluxe room? We were like, no, we're only staying one night, we're happy. Like, it's a really nice hotel anyway, we don't feel the need to pay more. Got to our hotel room, and literally the window was here, the train track was right next to the window. And I know we're in Manchester, the trains go all around the city, but this was like the proper train track, not the tram. And we walked in and there was a freight train going past, and I was just like, Tommy, one thing that I used to be notorious for before I got diagnosed with anxiety, and it was at the height of it, and because I wasn't self-aware at that point, I just thought it was me. I would always want to change hotel rooms if I wasn't comfortable or happy, and it was like a bugbear. It was something, I don't think I've ever mentioned that before, but when we were in France once, I did it in like 2 different hotels. Anyway, so Tom would like rolled his eyes and was like, yeah, and he knew what I was thinking. I was like, do you think we should say something about the train? He was like, it'll be fine, we like noise, like when we're sleeping, it's fine. But then a proper train went past and it was so loud, and I just said to him, I was like, I'm not sleeping anyway. You're running a marathon on Sunday, let's see if they've got another room. So I just rang up and said, I just wondered if there's anywhere you've got a room by the train that's not by the train track. And she was like, oh, we're fully booked. And I was like, every single room is full. I can't stop rubbing my bump now that it's a little bit of a bump. It's really strange. Anyway, so they've moved us, and Tom seems to think this is a disabled room because there's a big wet room in there. But it's a massive room. It's a bigger bed, which I tend to not prefer because I've spoken about this before, but me and Tom always end up being like on opposite sides, and it's like, night, see you in the morning. It's like, feels like we're in a different postcode. Anyway, so this is what the room looks like. It's very like a very traditional hotel, but they've put a real industrial take on it. So gorgeous light fitting up there, and then just really nice fixtures and fittings. And that's, I think that's where we are. That's the hotel there on the corner in that TV, in the TV, on the phone. I cannot speak these days. Baby brain, I think, is taking over. Old wardrobe, and then we've got this little area over here, and I've just opened my case because we've just put our phones on charge. And then this is the bathroom. The tiles are literally like what we've just put in our kitchen. Tom is with me, by the way. He's just gone to the shop because he really wanted a drink. So we're going to Nando's for tea, I think, and we need to stop at Debenhams. So I just said, right, you go and get a drink, I'll vlog, we'll charge our phones. I said, please, I was like, please can you get me either some tiger bread or a chicken and stuffing sandwich? And he was like, we're going for tea. And I just said, I need like, I'll just have a quarter of the sandwich or like one slice of bread, but I just feel like I need stodge or like carbs, because we're not gonna be going for tea for like a couple of hours. So anyway, so this is my outfit. This dress was from New Look last year, and I love it. It's just very booby, so I've actually pulled it over quite a lot and pulled the lining out. It's supposed to tuck in a little bit more, and then it ties here at the waist. And I've been wearing it quite a lot recently because it's quite nice over bump. So I don't know if you can see, let me hold it from a different angle, but I've got just the tiniest little thing popping out just here. You can kind of see it more from here, to be honest. Can you see where I'm standing from? A bit of a bump there. You can't really tell from the side all that well, especially in this dress, but there's something, a little something forming in there. Put it back. It was a really good show. We went for Nando's, as you would have seen. I didn't know whether to film that because it's a Nando's, but if any of you are interested, my order is a butterfly chicken with lemon and herb sauce. I get the char-grilled veg and the mashed potato. Every time that's what I get, and I have done for years. So it was a really good show. It was really funny. It was really hot in there and so uncomfortable, and I was getting really sleepy. It was like getting to a point, I think the guy next to me fell asleep, and it was getting to a point where I was like, I had to look at Thomas's watch because I didn't know how much longer I could sit in that same position awake for. But anyway, I feel a lot better now because obviously we've got up and we've moved and we've come back. So we've just walked, it's about a 15-minute walk back to the hotel. On the way back, Tom was like, we were already planning on stopping at Sainsbury's for drinks, but it ended up that it was too late anyway. Tom wanted some more. He's drinking Lucozade isotonic drinks or something at the moment. There just isn't a vlog where you don't blow your nose in the background, is there? Every single time. Did you do that on purpose, or did you really need to blow your nose?
Huh?
Did you do it on purpose, or did you really need to blow? Do you want to bring that over? And my drinky poo, please. So Tom was like, do you want to stop anywhere? Oh, burning. For anything. All I could like fancy eating is a slice of pizza, but I just thought, I was like, there's nowhere they'll be open now, and I'm not going, you know, searching for pizza. Hello. I know you're so far. Look how far away you are. I walked past a Papa John's, so we have a small margarita pizza. I went and picked up my parcel that I had delivered to Debenhams. I ordered it online last night and it got there today, luckily, because that's obviously if I needed it there today. I ordered the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation, which I think I must be the only person on YouTube that hasn't actually tried this foundation yet. I had £30 saved on my beauty club card, due to expire, and I also had £10 on a gift card, or £8, so it ended up costing me £4, and then I got free delivery and a £5 voucher for collecting it, so I did pretty well there. I got the shade 4. I don't know if this is going to be the right shade for me. I really hope it is. I watched lots and lots of different YouTube videos on this foundation. Went on like the shade Temptalia shade foundation matrix to see if what shade I'd be, and that's the one I came out at across the board really. So that's the one we're going to try. And yeah, I am just waffling on now because I'm so tired. I'm going to put you away for the night. I need to have a slice of pizza, take my makeup off. It's another day and we're in another hotel room. It's Saturday today, one day to go till the big marathon. We've just checked into the Hoxton at Holborn. We've stayed at the one at Shoreditch before and we absolutely loved it. So we booked this one because this one's a little bit more central. This one is Covent Garden, Tottenham Court Road, Oxford Road area. Not so close to Covent Road, more Covent Garden, more Oxford Road. And yeah, I just thought I'd show you the room quickly before Tom wants to get some of his stuff out. We are meeting, I told you the other day that we were coming down with the guy that's been training him, and they are on the way to our hotel now. So I need to powder my face because I feel like I'm quite shiny. I put SPF on this morning. It's just a Nivea face sun cream under all my makeup, and I'm wearing that L'Oreal Glow foundation, and I have powdered it, but it needs a little bit of help, I think. So just as you walk in, you have this ginormous mirror. I am wearing this denim jacket, which is from ASOS. The lighting's really bad. This t-shirt that says you, me, we from Topshop last year, and then this top skirt from H&M even is from H&M quite recently, and then my black Converse, which I'm always in. This is the view of the room. I think this is what's called the cozy room. It is very, very dark in here, but it's so nice. We've just been sat downstairs. We got a delivery of, I got a bolognese pasta and Tom got some mac and cheese with chorizo in it, and it just sufficed. And then yeah, this is what the room looks like, so it's really, really nice. I'm gonna let Tom unpack his stuff now. He's just waiting here very kindly so that I can film. Story of his life. This is the bathroom, so just your standard bathroom, a really nice shower. We were gonna book somewhere with a bath so that Tom could like really, really chill, but you'd be surprised how few hotels in London actually have baths. I've just topped up my makeup and quickly, I kind of straighten my hair a little bit. I don't like it when it's so curly, but yesterday I really didn't have enough time to like pull out what would, you know, like get rid of the drops. I much prefer it like this, but I forgot my dry shampoo, so I've tried to unfit as much as I can. I thought I've got a little bit of time before we have to go. We were the first drop off by the taxi, basically, after we left the XL. Tom got his number and everything is ready to go. He's really happy now that that's kind of like done and dusted, and he knows now that he's got what he needs for tomorrow to run the race. We're going to Hawksmoor tonight, which is a steak restaurant, which he really shouldn't be eating like really, really heavy food. So I don't know what he's gonna have. I'm gonna have the chicken, I think, because steak is something I haven't tried to eat since surgery, and it's not something that I'm gonna try at a restaurant where it's like £25 for a steak. So it's gorgeous. I ate there before surgery. I probably vlogged it actually when I went with my sister, and it was a couple of years ago now. But I thought I'd just quickly show you what makeup I brought with me and what I've just quickly done to like top up. So I've just popped on a little bit more of my Tarte Shape Tape just in my inner corners, just kind of brighten it up, and then whatever was left on my sponge I just used around my nose. Tom's listening to the football in the bathroom, so I'm really sorry if you can hear it in the background. And then to set that and set my face a bit, because as I said before, this foundation had gone super glowy over the top of the SPF that I was wearing. So I used the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Powder, which is gorgeous. Then I popped on a little bit more of my Ambient Lighting Bronzer by Hourglass, which is just the most heavenly bronzer. It has lasted so well all day, but I just wanted a little bit more on to make me look a bit more bronze. I don't think this is the best light for you to pick it up, but that's what I did. I used my MAC eyebrow pencil in the shade Brunette, which I really like actually. I bought it quite a while ago and I've never used it, just to fill in a few more gaps that I felt needed. Then I used my MAC blusher in Buff, which I think is discontinued, but it's a really, really, really gorgeous blusher. It's the one I use every single day, but I don't think you can still get it. I got it a while ago. I just love this shade of blusher for me. Then I used my Jouer Citrine highlighter, which I can't show you in the pan because it's all crumbled, it's broken, and it's just so messy. It also seems to come out of the packaging even when it's closed. It's a real nightmare. And then on my eyes I'm wearing Makeup Geek Let me have a look at this. I think it's Lucky Penny, but I could be wrong. Pocket change, I was wrong. And then I've got a little bit of Cocoa Bear in the crease and a little bit of Peach Smoothie right at the top. And then on my lips, I've got the Charlotte Tilbury Iconic Nude Lip Liner, which I've not worn in a while, but I really like it. I feel like it's a little bit more amped up for the evening, even though it's still a nude. So and then the other bits that I've brought with me that I haven't mentioned, you won't be a shock to any of you. This is the foundation that I've got. I was hoping to call into Selfridges at some point to buy, I don't even know if they sell It Cosmetics in store, I know they do online, to get the CC cream because I really want to try it, but we just didn't have a chance today. So this is the only one I've brought with me. I wish I'd bought the NARS, I've got the, is it the tinted moisturizer? I bought that a little while ago, but I haven't used it. I wish I'd bought that with me as well because it would have been really good for tomorrow. But the It Cosmetics one has got SPF 50 in it, and it's just, I just feel like it'll be a little bit better because obviously I'm going to be in the sun tomorrow, but we'll cope. I bought my Hangover X setting spray. I have just used a little bit of that actually. My Lancome Monsieur Big Mascara, that's what I've got on, and my Glossier Boy Brow to set my brows, and that's it I think. I've also bought my MAC lipstick in Viva Glam 2, I think that's the one I always wear. That's what I had on earlier, but then this is the other lip product I bought with me. I forgot my NARS one, which is a little bit annoying. So I am just going to pop on some shoes and my perfume, and then I'll show you my outfit. Tom was meant to be getting ready, but it sounds like he's just sat in there watching the football, so then. I'm wearing this dress from H&M, which is also new, and it kind of goes like asymmetric at the bottom. It goes a little bit longer at the side. And then these shoes are from Primark last year, but they kind of go with everything. They're just like a gold sandal. And yeah, that's my outfit. We have to scoot now because we're going to be late. This guy, he's just flagging a bit now. I think the nerves are like settling in a little bit. I'm not going to make them worse by...
Too late.
Don't worry about it, but you're just going to get changed out into your comfies, and then he's going to get everything ready for what he needs in the morning. He's leaving here at 8 and I'm going to leave at 8:30 to meet the guys, to wait for him. It is, I think we're going to meet at the 6, we're going to see him first at the 6 mile mark hopefully. So we're going to get cracking. I'll see you in the morning. Wish him luck. In the next couple of clips you might actually see him running past. I really hope I get it on camera.
I'm sure you will.
I really hope that we get to see him.
If not, then BBC.
If not, then BBC hopefully will. Alright, I'll see you in the morning. Okay, so Tommy's just left. I am in my bra, but you're not going to see anything. It's Sunday morning. It's marathon day. He is fine. I got very tearful. I feel just really nervous for him. I'm so proud of him. And I just really want him to do as best as he wants him to do for himself. Oh, this is emotional. I have just got to get dressed. I've just put some suntan lotion on, so I'm going to... just let that sink in while I brush my teeth and pack my bag. I'm going to pack some snacks and stuff, and then I've got to head to Queensway tube station so that we can then make our way to Greenwich, because we're going to the 6 mile viewpoint first to see him there, hopefully, fingers crossed. So he's had a granola pot this morning and a banana, and he hates bananas. He's forgot his other one. 1 second. Excuse the mess behind me, but I am wearing this dress from Primark. This t-shirt is from ASOS. It's just a white plain short sleeve t-shirt, black Converse, and then I've popped on, I've actually got the bag that Tom bought with him, this Herschel bag that I got him for Christmas, with full of like drinks and snacks and suntan lotion and powder and stuff. Just need to grab my bank card, my phone, and then I'm setting off to the station. So let's go do this. Oh, I feel so nervous. Keep going. He's finished and I found him. He's done so well. I don't know if you can hear me, but it got to 24 degrees at one point and it was just so hot for us just stood waiting, watching. How did you find it?
Quite possibly the worst thing I've ever done.
He said that people were just like dropping like flies and it was just carnage, and we've just spoken to one guy who's done 7 and said that he said it was easily the worst one he's ever done. We don't know his finish time yet because the apps aren't updating, but he finished, so that's all I'm bothered about. His little legs carried him through and he doesn't look too sunburned either, so we're just what's this road called now? Whitehall. We're just by Whitehall. We're sat outside a pub on the street and we're gonna get a drink, and Tom's gonna have a well-deserved beer. Good morning, this is going to be the quickest start to the vlog ever. It's Monday today, we're heading home. We're going first to the Ivy Chelsea Garden for some lunch, but we're running a little bit late. Not too late, we're fine. We're going to get an Uber there because we've got loads of luggage and stuff. I'll just quickly show you what I'm wearing today. So this off the shoulder top is from New Look. It's a frilly one, I had it last year. This skirt is a new one from ASOS and it's just like a black khaki green one with pockets, and I think I've got a little bit of room to grow in here. It's got an elastic waistband. And then my shoes are those ones from Topshop last year that are just black plain sandals. So we're gonna run now because we need to get going. And we're home. Apparently I'm not that good at running upstairs these days. I'm always so out of breath running up those stairs. I don't know why. But we're home and I've been really rubbish and not filmed anything all day, but we went for breakfast at the Ivy in Chelsea. The Ivy in Chelsea, but it's called the Ivy Chelsea Garden. I've been so many times and I've filmed it for you before. I'm just going to sit down because I've got stuff to show you, because I thought I'd make up for it. Oh, I thought I'd make up for it in a different way because I've not filmed anything all day. So I'm just going to get on the bed and take my shoes off. It is absolutely horrific weather where we live, where we've just come home to. I think it's going to be like this all week in a lot of places across the UK, but from being in 24-degree heat yesterday in London and even today, it was mild, and I mean it was about 16 degrees. It was cloudy, but it was nice, it was warm-ish. So I feel a bit of a plonker with the outfit that I was wearing that I showed you earlier. Anyway, we went for breakfast and it was really nice. I've been there a few times. It's one of those restaurants where it's like really nice food and the service is amazing, but it's not too pricey. Anyway, we got to Euston Station and realised that Tom didn't have his marathon bag on him, which had all of his stuff that he'd taken to the marathon yesterday, so like his gels and his sun cream and his just bits and pieces that he needed, and also his goodie bag that had his medal in and his t-shirt and everything like that. I'm wearing a strapless bra that's leaning on my rib cage and it's really uncomfortable. The things we have to go through, for fashion. So this bra hadn't fit me for a long time, but now my boobs have grown back again. It fits me. Anyway, so he left his bag, and inside that bag there was the one with the medal and everything like that I've just said, and they'd given us a ticket with all our luggage and everything, and they'd just not given it back to Tommy, and we hadn't realised. Anyway, by that point it was too late. We would have missed our train if we'd gone back to get it, so we just had a bit of a nightmare, a couple of hours trying to work out how we were going to get this bag back. They wouldn't post it back, even though Tom offered to pay for postage. They wouldn't even put it in a box so that Tom could arrange for a courier to go and pick it up. In the end, one of my loveliest friends that lives in London, she's called Jess. I've mentioned her countless times on this channel because she has given me lots of makeup and skincare tips over the years, and she's been in a vlog. I think I went to Brighton with her and a couple of other blogging pals a couple of years ago now. Anyway, she lives in London and she works not too far away, and she saved the day and she's been in and she's picked it up for me, and we can't thank her enough. Tom was so upset that he'd not got it because obviously it's the main thing that he wanted to bring back, and we were worried that it was going to get lost in the post. Anyway, she's going to send it back recorded delivery, and it's just amazing that she's done that. So thank you very much, Jess. You've saved the day and we really appreciate it a lot. Anyway, I've not filmed all day because we went there for breakfast, then we've got the train home, we went to see Tom's grandma for an hour, and we've just got back and we've been cuddling the dogs and stuff. But I have had 2 orders from, I should whisper this really because Tom's in the other room, 2 orders from Space NK. They had a £15 off offer on if you spent over 60. So there was a couple of bits and pieces. Don't mind me, I've just sat back and I'm doing like a really relaxed haul here because I just want to be comfy. It's been a long weekend, amazing but long. I ordered the Beauty Blender cleanser, solid cleanser, which is, I had this a couple of times because I got a couple of free ones with the Beauty Blender, and it's £14 I think for this one. It lasts me so long, and it's honestly the best thing that I've ever used to clean my brushes. And I just feel like rather than faffing around with Johnson's baby shampoo and different soaps and solid cleansers and stuff, I might as well just use the one that I know works and it just stops the faff. I also ordered a couple of things from IGK Hair, which I've heard so many things about, and I was going to get some stuff from Sephora because they've got their VIB sale on at the moment, but I'm having a bit of an issue with the code. And then I realised they sold it on Space NK, so I just thought I'd get a couple of minis. I think these were £10 each, to see if I like the brand and what I think of it. So this is the Mistress Anti-Frizz Leave-In Conditioner, which I don't have a leave-in conditioner at the moment, so I thought that might come in handy. And it's just a nice little bottle which I could take travelling, even though I'm not going anywhere. It would have come in handy for London. And then I also got the volumizing texture spray, which had a lot of good reviews on Sephora and the Space NK website. So I'm looking forward to giving this one a go. I've heard quite a lot about this one. Then I ordered the Becca Prime, Brighten and Glow kit, which is new on there. I've wanted to try, I've had a Becca primer before, but not the purple one, and I wanted to try the purple one because it's Jess's favourite. And this one, in this set, you get a full-size opal highlight, I think it is. Yep, the Shimmering Skin Perfector Pressed Highlighter in opal. You also get the First Light Priming Filter Instant Complexion Refresh, which is that, is that the primer? Yeah, primer. And you also get the Under Eye Brightening Corrector, which I haven't tried either. And the opal is a full size, and it's my favourite highlighter after the Jouer Citrine. I think that's overtaken it a little bit. So this is the First Light Priming Filter, little tube. This is the Under Eye Corrector. And then this is the, I don't know, I'm just showing you the other boxes. I don't know what the point in that was, but you'll have all seen me use opal before. It's a beautiful kind of champagne-y gold highlight. It's kind of like a hybrid between Jouer Citrine and Champagne Pop from Becca. And then the last 2 bits, I've got another thing from Becca which I will open to show you. This is the Sunlit Bronzer in Capri Coast. I have seen Kathleen Lights talking about this, and it's another thing I was going to get from Sephora with this discount code, but it's just not working. And this is what the packaging looks like. So it's quite similar to their highlight packaging. And this is the bronzer. So that's what that looks like. So it looks really beautiful. It looks like it's got a tiny, I want to say it's got a tiny little bit of shimmer in, but it might be matte, I can't remember. Gives the skin a matte but dimensional finish, so skin looks believably bronze, fresh from the beach. So that's that bronzer. I'll let you all know how I got on with that because that wasn't that cheap. And then I also ordered the Cover FX Perfect Setting Powder, which apparently I was looking at getting the Becca Hydra Mist, but I've seen it can go quite dry under your eyes, and I'm not really one for using a separate powder under my eyes because I just think it's a bit of a faff. And I was also looking at getting the Laura Mercier powder, and this one has the pressed powder. This one, the reviews said that it was better than both, and that they now don't use their Laura Mercier translucent powder, which I really loved for a long time, that they use this instead. This one just comes in packaging like this, and I got the shade Translucent Light. So I'll let you all know what I think of this one as well. It looked like it was just a really nice finishing powder, even though I'm not too keen on loose powders because they're a bit of a nightmare. But I am going to now get changed into my pyjamas and take my makeup off. It's about 6:30, and I think we might be getting a pizza for tea because Tom's back on marathon training on Wednesday because he's already booked his next one. I just thought I'd be getting him back, and no, this has spurred him on to do even more. So he's having like a final cheat night tonight, and then, even though he's not really cheated in a long time, and then we're just going to watch Britain's Got Talent and just have a really cozy night in. And he's off tomorrow because we have our gender scan tomorrow, so we already have an inkling of what the gender of this baby is. Yeah?
Please can I let the dogs out?
Out of their room? Oh yeah, you could feed them if you'd really like.
Not a bit early.
No. Charlotte probably, if Charlotte was out at 7:30, she probably fed them really early.
Right.
Then they can have a treat later. So, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so we've got the gender scan tomorrow. So when we went for the last one, she told us what she thought it might be, and I'm 99% convinced that that's what it is. But I will be vlogging tomorrow, so you will see the day of when we find out, and I'll pop it on social media and stuff. It's not going to be a secret. We're going to announce pretty much straight away. So yes, I always get nervous before scans because really I have no way of knowing that everything's okay until you go for a scan. So there's that in the back of my mind, but I'm also really excited because it's just like the next step. So anyway, I really hope you've enjoyed this vlog. It's been the first time that I've filmed in a long time, vlogging wise, that I felt really comfortable in front of the camera, and just, I don't know, I've just felt really happy this weekend, I guess, and just feeling in really good spirits. And I really hope you've enjoyed catching up with what we've been up to and all the marathon chat and everything like that. And if you've been keeping up on my Instagram stories, I've actually highlighted it if you want to catch up, but also just like posts that I've been posting on Instagram about it and stuff. But that's it now. That's the London Marathon done and dusted. He wants to do New York next year, but there's going to be no more marathon chat. I'm almost sick of it myself, so hopefully it hasn't been too much. I hope you've had a lovely day, whatever you've done before you've watched this, and I will see you all very soon.